I just have so much happiness inside of me.
That should be like if you ever start a blog or something, you should say, I talk soft, but I laugh loud.
That's a great thing. That's awesome.
I love that. All right, but you're going to have to pay me for that tagline. So small.
She gets a kickback when you're super famous.
A small fee for my marketing services.
I got
you. It's time for the Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast. Beep, beep. Hosted by me, KJ. Joining us today on the Kinda Nerdy Girls panel, producer Jonna.
Hello.
And joining us, a supernatural fan, so we can finally talk about the show because we're so far behind. Please welcome from Conquest Journals, Shelley!
Hello.
Hi. We're low budget now.
I love our new intro, honestly.
Welcome to the newly, what do we call it? The revamped Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the content is equally great.
Yes.
But KJ does all our sound effects
But
now.
the sound effects are less impressive. And
I love them personally.
My husband is the big booming voice guy that you heard when we were, if you go looking, there's like 300 episodes of KJ's Kinda Nerdy News.
Yes.
That you can find and hear my husband's big voice. And I keep thinking, like, I need you to be the big voice again of the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't just make him go upstairs for 30 seconds.
That's
and
true.
say, welcome to the Kinda Nerdy Girls. But it's, it's life.
How does he do with sound effects? Would he make good sound effects too, or just?
I don't know. I feel like no matter what he does now, that he should have to do his own sound effects.
I think so.
Because when the show was a little bigger budget, it's never made money, but there were some people with money who let us do our show there. Then there was a sound effects library.
Ooh.
So you could get the
whoosh
and the drones, whoosh, all of that. And now it's just me going whoosh and whoosh. So I don't know. I've personally, please let us know what you think. If you like my sound effects library, then we'll do a Twitter poll.
Yes.
And you can vote. And then if you want professional sounding sound effects, then we're going to have to do a Kickstarter. So just know that's what you want. You're paying for it.
Yeah.
I thought last week when we talked that we would actually be post Endgame, but here we are pre Endgame. And this is so at the moment it's the day before. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm so anxious.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We'll be back next week.
That's awesome. That's right. Talk to you later.
Shelley, will you introduce yourself before we get into some of these, some of the best theories of what could happen in Endgame, because we're still in this space where we don't know what's going to happen. Would you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, the kind of nerdy things that you do in your life and your favorite fandoms?
I'm Shelley Harper. My company is Conquest Journals.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo. And we make licensed supernatural, Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and the Great British Baking Show journals, planners, stickers, and creative accessories.
You didn't know about the Great British Baking Show, did you, Jonna?
I did not.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You're going to have a journal for every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't wait. So excited.
Yes. I know there are going to be some haters, whatever. With the Twilight fandom.
No, nobody's going to.
Right, out here.
Right? No
I
one's
love
going to
Twilight.
hate on this. Shelley is living the dream. Like she found a fandom that she loved and she made a life out of it. I mean,
did.
For real.
I did. My
Smart.
business partner, I met his wife through the Twilight fandom and a bunch of girls, and we went to Forks. We didn't even know each other. A bunch of internet strangers met up
You went to Forks?
in 2008 before the first movie was even out.
Oh my God.
We are legit. You didn't know that? Oh my God. Yeah. We went to First Beach and we talked to some of the Quileutes, and they had no idea what Twilight was. back then.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? Before that, I mean, my fangirl self started a long time ago with Star Wars. I saw 7 times when I was 7 years old.
Wow.
I made, and it was a half an hour away. I badgered people until they took me. Yeah. Yes, it's true.
I'm
True.
imagining a tiny Shelley on the street just going up to strangers. Please, sir, please take me to Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's all the way in Muncie.
All right, so you had a great love for Princess Leia then, right?
Yes.
She had a big impact on your life.
Yes. Yes. Well, and Luke was my first love.
Was he?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was a Luke girl, because I'm a Harry Potter girl.
Yes.
So I'm a hero person.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
So
we had a very long time ago. We had a discussion.
controversial discussion.
Very well. It just started out because it was one of those random, like, we need to actually do a poll about this because this is interesting as we talk to people and you just ask them the question, who's your favorite Harry Potter character?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Right? And no one ever says Harry Potter.
That's
Except
true.
me.
Right. But it was hundreds and hundreds of responses
Yes.
and months. And then finally one day we were texting. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? I'm like, oh my God, you're the one.
Yes.
You're the one in a million.
Yes. Yeah. And then we talked about it and I even got teary talking about Harry's
Yes.
journey because and yeah. So I love the heroes. And then some of my other favorite fandoms, obviously Harry Potter, Supernatural.
Yes.
Those are my SPN family. They know who they are.
Yeah, so if you fast forward from those early days of Twilight now, Shelley has a company and you travel, you go to
all the Supernatural conventions.
Yeah.
And that's the main things we do. That is the first license we got. That was Hot Topic, who found us at a convention and said, you need to make licensed Supernatural merchandise. And
That is awesome.
we're like, yeah. And then of course we make things that we have a love of the fandom.
Mhm.
I'm really not going to be into making something that I don't love and don't have a super deep background in. So I'm obviously obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm obsessed with Supernatural, and I'm obsessed with the Great British Baking Show.
Nice.
Yay.
And I have watched the seasons over and over again.
I actually
and
haven't watched it, but I hear it's amazing.
Wait a second.
I know.
You haven't watched? You
No.
got that excited about a show you haven't watched?
Yes. I love shows about baking. I love baking.
it's unlike
And I love
anything
British
you've
people.
seen.
It's totally different.
It is.
Yeah.
It'll be like salve to your soul. You
Oh.
watch it. It's peaceful. It's enjoyable. All of them become best friends, and
Ooh.
they all hang out together long after the show.
And
Maybe I should
from
watch
that,
this before Endgame.
Yeah.
yes, or after Endgame to
Yeah,
soothe your
maybe.
soul.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, I mean, from the very first episode, I have judged every Swiss cake roll I
Yes.
have ever seen. It's
Oh.
like poor
Yep.
Swiss cake rolls.
Oh, I
like
know.
everyone looks at. If you've seen just the first episode,
Yep.
it changes your life. And
It
every
does.
time you're like,
Yeah.
that roll didn't turn out. quite
Yeah.
the
They
way it
did.
should
They don't have very many spirals in there.
Oh my god.
You immediately become a
Swiss roll,
a
yeah.
Swiss cake roll snob.
Like you're like an expert at Swiss
Yeah.
cake rolls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for the rest of your life. So if you
Yes.
don't want to
Yes.
judge Swiss cake rolls,
Right.
then don't watch the show.
I mean,
And flaky layers
Oh yes.
and
Ooh.
soggy bottoms.
Soggy bottoms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's so much that you have to look forward to.
Yes.
Are you adding it to your queue right now?
Yes.
Jonna is sharing. She's staring at her phone. Like,
I'm so
okay.
happy. I'm so happy that I caused that.
Today
I
I need to start judging Swiss cake rolls.
Swiss cake rolls. And I just have to mention,
Yes.
even though we're not making the things, my other favorite fandom is, of course, Buffy. Which you and I, Buffy.
Yes.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
watch
like
Buffy
the studios here?
I do. I'm looking at Buffy and Giles Funko Pops right now.
Aren't they lovely?
Yes, and it's prom dress Buffy, and I want to cry with joy because I love them so much. That's so
now,
awesome.
there will be an addition on the wall. Hopefully, the next time you come back, I have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I have 2 posters that are like prized possessions because I happen to work in radio and promotions when Buffy was out, and so they would send you stuff all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer poster from the WB.
Oh my God.
And I have the Angel 100th episode.
Oh my gosh.
Poster.
Was that Smile Time? Was Smile Time the 100th episode? If
Was it? I think so.
If there are puppets on the poster,
I
then
remember.
yeah.
I just I haven't hung it up or anything, but it's
my
so
gosh.
I've been waiting for a place for it to go.
So
obviously my dining room.
Do you want to share with me your security code?
No.
Or when you're going to be out of town anytime soon?
No, let me tell you, you cannot get to these things. The reason that they are not hanging up yet is because I've been like, I don't have time to hang them up. When my sister and her 5 cats moved into our basement, we forgot that we had a water leak. And the closet in her bedroom in the basement, there's a hole in the ceiling. And so my husband quickly, he was like, what are we going to do? Because these cats are all afraid, right? They moved from Mexico. Now I can't go into all the details of why my sister's living in the basement with 5 cats from Mexico. Just know that it's happening.
Just know it's a thing.
And there's a hole in the ceiling.
It's a
fact. Like a great book, honestly. I would read it.
We do not have time for that. But just, so we panicked. We're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? These cats are going to, because cats immediately try to find the best hiding spot. True. And so he got these little brackets, and he literally sealed the closet shut. Just went and got his power drill, and he's like, oh my
God. I can totally picture this too.
Right? And so guess where my posters are?
In the closet.
Sealed up in that closet.
Oh my gosh. You literally although I do own a drill.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, good luck getting past those 5 cats down there who, as soon as you open that door, are going to attack and try to make a run for the hole in the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
The cats have issues. They get a pass because I literally came from the streets of Mexico. It was a rough start.
He couldn't have patched the hole in the ceiling as opposed to...
Jonna!
What?
You haven't owned a house yet. Okay?
That's true.
At first, you're like, we're going to paint this and make this our own.
We're going to fix everything.
And then you live in a house for, 10 years, and you're like, well, no one goes in that closet, so the hole is fine. Until you have a family member move in with 5 cats, and you're like, oh, crap. Seal the doors. No one can ever get in there.
Seal the doors.
Oh my gosh.
So that's life.
That's
Got
fantastic.
All right. Well, I'm glad we've had some laughs because now we need to talk about Endgame and the end. And I put my Captain America hat on this morning, and I'm like, this might be the last day that I wear this hat. Captain America's alive. So here I am.
I'm so sad. I almost wearing my Captain America socks.
Shelley, are you getting a tear out? Are you getting teary-eyed?
No.
You just think I'm an idiot?
No. No. I just have so much stress about that movie.
Okay. So you're repressing?
I am.
Today's the first day I let it out.
Because I didn't watch the previous Avengers movie until probably a month ago.
Oh, okay.
I was so freaked out about all the stuff that was going to happen in it. And I knew everybody was devastated by it. And you know what? Sometimes life is hard enough. Yes. You don't really need your superhero movie to bum you out so much.
You're right.
That is true.
You're so right.
Don't you remember, Jonna, after seeing... everybody after seeing Infinity War last year, there were all these emotions, and then you realized it's going to be a year before any of it gets resolved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However, I will tell you, now that it's tomorrow, I'm like, you can wait a little bit. You want to push it off to, I don't know, 2046.
Right.
That's fine. We'll figure out what happened later.
Keep Cap alive for as long as possible.
Yeah. Is it? And there's a lot of great things about Captain America that aren't just that he's pretty.
Very true.
His big muscles.
What on earth is going on with him in that suit and his slick hair? I can't. You had to make him that pretty before he dies.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe he won't, but he's going to.
Yeah.
I think,
I don't know. Do you have any theories? Or are you just riding it out?
I'm riding it out.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to let it happen to me.
I feel like Marvel should have counselors at every theater
Standing by.
in America for
Mhm.
like at least those first 4 days.
Yeah.
There should be just like as you walk out, you just get to go into a little booth like a voting booth.
Yeah.
But there's someone in there to give you a hug
Yeah.
and then let you talk through your feelings.
Yes.
Right?
I vote yes
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Have we ever had a
At
movie?
Marvel.
Have we ever had in our lifetime? Has there been something this big? The whole world
Yeah.
is gonna watch the end of this 10, 11-year saga.
Yeah. It's incredible. It's incredible, isn't it?
I can't.
And the time
This is
we've
the
all
worst.
invested it. And I think I'm probably going to have to, when I do decide to experience it,
Mhm.
I'm probably going to have to go by myself because, I can't drag my kids. I mean, my son is super busy
Hey,
all the time.
Do you want to go with us tomorrow? We have an extra ticket. Come with
Do
us.
you really?
Yes. Yes. Katie, I didn't even
Katie
mention
dumped
that
us.
Katie's not here. Katie bailed on us. She's going to a different theater at a different time with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
What time are you going?
6, I think?
6. Can you go at 6? Meet us in
Hey,
Brownsburg?
My daughter's coming home tomorrow,
Mm,
like right at that time.
we'll just tell her if something came up.
Maybe.
Does she have a house key?
I'll talk to her.
She can get in the house.
She likes me. She can come here and hang out with my cats. I know she wants to hang out with Amelia.
You know what?
You have to go.
I really want
Please.
to go.
You should go.
Do it. You can experience this whole like tragedy with all of us. together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got
Okay.
to check
You're
with
in.
her.
You're in.
I
Wait,
got-
You're in.
Will you call her right now?
You want me to call her?
Yeah.
No,
We
she
do
has.
this.
No, she's at a final presentation for one of her classes.
Well, this is Endgame.
Just text her.
okay? And
Just text
tomorrow,
her.
that presentation doesn't even matter because life is over.
So yeah,
Just
I
text
know.
her. She probably has her phone right in her hand anyway. So like,
And
she'll
just be
"Oh,
like,
Mom's texting me. Okay.
Hey, is it okay if I'm not home when you come home from college? Even though
you be her mother and you tell her how it's going to be.
I'm not gonna be home tomorrow when you get there.
Young lady, I am your mother, and I am going to see a superhero movie tomorrow, so I will not be home.
I'll see you when. No,
Yeah.
okay. I have
She
to
would
think-
totally understand. I know your daughter.
And she's gonna be home like all weekend, or is she like done
Right.
for?
She's not home for okay. She's going to be home longer than the 2 hours we're going to be at the movie.
Yes, she's home for several days.
Oh,
yeah.
But she's living on campus this summer though. She has a
and
job
just
down
how,
there.
it is
only a
nice
few hours.
when you get home to have the house to yourself
Yeah.
for a bit and settle
You're
in,
right.
and you're giving her this time. This is your gift to her. It's a little quiet
What a
time.
giving mother you
You
are.
are such a
Gosh.
good mother.
I don't think she's
And don't
going to see
worry,
it like that at all.
This won't come out until after. Like no one's even going to hear this
That's true.
podcast until after the fact. So we've got this.
So
We
she
got
won't
it.
even hear
We
the
got it.
plan until after we've already seen the movie.
So she's going to think you're really nice.
She's not going to
mom.
be spoiled by
She's
it.
gonna get the house to herself. It's gonna be just settle in. Don't worry, leave your laundry in the laundry room. I'll
Right.
get that when
Do
you
it
get
when I-
home.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. All right,
Maybe
well,
I will.
All right,
Okay.
we'll see you tomorrow at the
All
movie.
right.
Right.
Evil.
Okay, so some of the theories. Now,
Oh, God.
I don't want to go. There's so many of them.
Fan theories.
First of all, the fan theory that is the most amusing and immature to talk about, which is clearly not going to happen. Which from Jonna's laugh,
Let's
you've
do
already
it.
heard it.
Oh no.
Do you know the Ant-Man theory?
Yes.
I don't. What's it, you guys? What's the Ant-Man theory?
All right, Ant-Man can get really little,
Yes.
right? And then he can get really big.
Right.
Okay, and that he's been known to like squeeze into small spaces.
Mhm.
So what if he squeezed into a small space
on
in
someone.
Thanos, in Thanos, and then
And then-
got big?
Oh my god. That is so gross.
Yes, that is one of the most prevalent theories right now. Is
That's
that
one of my
Ant-Man
faves, honestly.
is going to fly up Thanos' butt and then get big,
And then just explode
and then
him.
explode.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst part of it is?
Yeah.
As you were setting that up, like I pictured Ant-Man getting really little, and then I pictured Thanos, and then you went there and I was like, no.
I know that Disney has acquired Fox now, and they're going to have some Deadpool and some R-rated stuff. But I do not believe that Disney would go there.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, that's not how.
That's
this
Yeah.
too
works,
much for Disney.
right? A lot of people are talking about time travel somehow. Like
course.
you've got the time stone,
Mhm.
you've got the quantum realm, which somehow Ant-Man comes back from, which is
Yeah.
a powerful place that we haven't explored really. What maybe he comes back with some new technology or something that he can do.
Right.
And then I thought another theory, which I thought was interesting. You remember Tony's technology that he had, where when he was on stage and he did the virtual reality where he was younger and he reenacted things.
Yeah.
That's
That was sad.
that's the BARF technology. Remember, it was like I don't remember what all the
What it means,
what
what the
all stood
acronym
for,
is.
but
Yeah.
that he could enlist that and play everything back to where they can see everything that was happening and figure out how to do things differently. So that, I mean, like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. These are not my theories.
Or they
so
could just-
I don't care if you hate them.
Somebody could just fly around the planet really fast and make time go backwards. Oh, wait.
That's true.
That was in Superman.
We can't cross over universes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's keep the Flash out of this.
We don't
He's
even
screws
have a
everything up.
Superman anyway, so like,
What?
we don't have a Superman.
Oh, that's true. We don't. We cannot talk about DC right now. Okay, we can.
Oh, I crossed over. Sorry.
We cannot. There's a theory that you would
Ooh.
like about this. I think that the theory that no one will die. Not
What?
heard it.
No.
Don't think it's
Who-
possible.
Who, even
No.
said that?
No, that's not going to be the case.
Okay, well, from a business standpoint, it would make sense to have some sort of ending where they end up in an alternate universe or something where nobody dies, so that if they wanted to bring anyone back at any time, they could. Right?
Right.
Okay. So remember when little Gamora asked Thanos
Oh, she's little baby.
if it was worth it?
Yeah.
What if she gets in his head and it's not worth it and he unsnaps and changes it all back?
Oh.
What if Gamora makes Thanos the hero?
Oh.
Mm.
Wow.
What a deep fan
Brain
theory.
just exploded everywhere.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I like that one. I
I
mean,
like
that
that one.
actually could happen because you
I
do
like it.
see him
Mm-hmm.
sitting alone, not really like pleased.
Right.
Like, well, I thought that was going to make me happy. Like, this is what was going to make the universe better. And here
Right.
I am sitting on my farm. It's pretty lonely here on the
Yeah.
farm.
I was
Yeah.
gonna watch Infinity War tonight, so I can be like already mentally prepared for Endgame tomorrow.
I am not, I've thought about that. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, I've been watching them all. And
not
there's
gonna
some
watch all of
challenge
them.
that's going on right now. Somebody, I can't remember who
To
was
like
it.
watch all the
to
Marvel
watch all
movies.
of them and
Yeah.
be tweeting about
Yeah.
it. And
I
every
would have
time,
did that.
every time, would you?
I would have.
No,
I would
I-
have definitely done that.
I thought about it when they announced that. Like, we're looking to pay someone $1,000 to watch all these movies in a row and
I
tweet
would've-
about it and
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. And I was like, that's a dream job.
Yeah.
Now, every single time that I've sat down, I'm like, I should watch, I should get ready. I should watch Civil War. Or I should watch, at least watch Infinity War.
Right.
Nope.
Nope, not happening. Nope,
We're gonna.
nope.
I'm
It's that,
literally.
it's that avoidance.
Yeah.
Like you're going to just let it happen to you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I can totally live tweet. I'm live tweeting Dawson's Creek when I watch it, so like
I
I,
know.
can totally live tweet.
Dawson's Creek, so
Jonna
great.
is watching Dawson's Creek for the
Yeah.
first time.
That's fantastic.
So, are you still mad at Pacey?
Um,
You coming
he's
around?
growing on me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm on season 2 now, and he's got frosted tips now, and I was
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
really with the frosted tips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. All of their hair goes down many paths.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
Yes.
Many
so,
paths.
And when she's done with Dawson's Creek, she's going to start on Buffy.
Yes.
So you'll be very happy about that, Shelley.
Ditch Dawson's Creek right away and go straight to Buffy because
I
I
might have-
watched both and I'm telling you now.
I might have to go in between them.
Buffy is so much better.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm all about the teen
So
drama.
much better.
I
Yeah.
love all the teen angst and the
Buffy
drama.
is
I'm
teen
here for it.
drama with vampires. What
That's
could be
true.
better?
Yeah.
It's teen drama, all of the angst, plus monsters and vampires.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I watch it all when I'm at work because I can watch it on my phone. So,
You can watch. Oh, you got to have Hulu to watch Buffy. Do you have Hulu?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, it's free with my phone plan.
Ah,
Look at you.
I'm on T-Mobile, so I have the Netflix free.
That's where Buffy is. Hulu?
It's on Hulu. I
Hulu.
know. Oh yeah. I'm
It's already in McHugh.
a guest user on my sister's boyfriend's account.
Air quotes.
Air quotes, yeah.
Because there was a day where I was like, I just freaking need Buffy.
Yeah.
Like this is bad. life is low, and Buffy's been my best friend since 1997.
Oh.
And and we've gone from Netflix.
Yeah.
Where'd Buffy go?
Yeah.
So we did the first world problems of marching downstairs and getting the DVD set out.
I know. I was just going to say, I have the DVD set, but I never put it in. It's so much easier.
Oh, and dude,
if you just have it on the TV.
Yeah, those Buffy DVDs that I had, they're like first issue. So you have like multiple menus you have to go through to watch every single episode. You can't just be like, play all on this disc. No, you got to go through all the graphics and the crazy stuff that's going on. Then you're like, welcome. And then it's like, which episode would you like to watch? And then you click on that. And then it goes through all this crazy stuff again. And then it's like, which chapter would you want? I'm like, well, the first one.
The first one. And then it doesn't automatically play the next one. It goes back to the menu.
You gotta go back out.
Yeah, it goes back to the menu.
We're so spoiled.
I know. I know. It's crazy. I have the Chosen collection in the red box, if you remember when that came out.
Yes. Very, very nice. All right. Well, we've segued into TV, so I like this.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about Endgame anymore. Just let me not talk about it anymore.
Okay, don't talk about Endgame anymore. Do you want to talk about Supernatural? Since we're talking about let's go from one ending to the other.
Okay. Yeah, and let's just take a moment. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're listening to this, you're in the fandom. Can we take a moment to ask the universe why all in 1 year Game of Thrones is ending?
Yeah.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Supernatural's getting canceled.
No, that's not accurate. It is ending.
It's ending.
It was not canceled.
It's not canceled. No, they're choosing to end it. Yeah. Thank you. That's why you're here. Because
the CW will never end Supernatural.
Yeah.
No, they said.
They are choosing. They made a family decision.
The boys made it. The whole cast and crew. Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the year is the last Star Wars movie until further notice.
Yeah.
What's it? I mean,
it's crushing, really. It's crushing.
Everything we love is dying.
I decided that I don't want to live this year.
Yeah, it's hard. it's so hard.
Exactly what that feels like.
I mean, none of these fandoms got together and thought we probably shouldn't crush everyone in 2019.
Yeah.
No, let's go ahead. Let's take them all out.
Pull the trigger.
All right.
Pull the plug.
So let's talk about Supernatural because Shelley is like, this is her world. So where were you when you got the news that it was not going to be?
I was actually sitting at my desk working.
Were you?
And I saw Alana King. She's a friend of mine and a YouTuber.
If you love Supernatural at all, you need to go find Alana.
Yeah,
her stuff is amazing.
Yeah, she's
I love
adorable.
looking at her pictures.
I think she's at King Books on Twitter, and she posts a lot of stuff from the Creation Supernatural conventions, and she does a lot of Supernatural coverage. Mm-hmm. And I saw her, I think she tweeted the video, and I get alerts for her tweets. And I thought, at first I saw this video 10 minutes after they posted it. And I thought, oh, are they doing a fundraiser? They look super serious. And then it just started playing in my Twitter feed. And I saw the looks on their faces, and I was like, oh my God.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I got notified from
I cried so hard.
Kitsy because we were at a con doing photo ops with Rowena.
Oh my gosh!
I thought something was. Yeah. I thought actually I'd done something wrong because she used my real name on the walkie-talkie. She's like, "Carrie, get in this room right now!" Like,
oh my gosh!
And then I was like, "What?
What? Yeah, yeah." And Alana was at C2E2.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
And she was with one of the writers, Robbie Thompson. She was with him, or right after him. Like he used to write for Supernatural, and a whole bunch of fans gathered at his table. He was really good to them and really helped them get through.
So what do you think? What do you think this means for do you think the fandom will continue to be the community that it is? Like, this is going to go on in some fashion because it's more than just the TV show.
Well, I've had 2 conventions since then. So the first convention was Las Vegas Supernatural, and it was like 4 days after the announcement, whatever.
Yeah.
So so Jared and Jensen did their panels on Sunday, like they always do, and you could tell when we were talking about it, Jared was still very emotional about it. And the thing is,
he's so emotional.
He is so emotional. I know, his soft sweetheart. And he got up there, and Jensen spoke for them more, like Jensen does often, because he can be, he can pull it together a little bit.
Yeah.
And basically they said, they really never wanted it to end, but they felt like that the story and the characters and everything had really gone as far as they could really take them.
Okay.
And it was a group decision with the entire cast and crew. Everybody kind of came to that conclusion.
And it really
as a family.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
That people who don't watch Supernatural will wonder, or they watched it like in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they're like, how can that still be interesting?
Yeah.
They have done a fantastic
really
job of making you feel like the story continues in a way that it should, not in like, well, we still want to, work. So
like suddenly they have a baby or something,
Yeah.
a little kid that's thrown into the mix. No, they haven't jumped that shark.
Next season.
Next season. Next season.
Sam and Dean, my two dads.
Oh my God, Jared and Jensen would get such a kick out of that. That's so fantastic. Yeah. So that was interesting to be at the two conventions with everybody. Jensen said,
did it feel healing? Like, did it help?
Well, every time you're with the Supernatural family, it's healing. Okay. Everybody's healing.
Yeah.
But I will say that Jensen said, we're going to continue these conventions with Creation ENT, like as long as they'll have us, like, we're going to keep doing them. And he's like, for the foreseeable future, if not forever.
Good.
So I think that, and a lot of people have been saying, well, I think the conventions after it's over should be, renamed to family reunions, which isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So I personally think, when you look at some of the other fandoms, like Star Trek, who has such a passionate and long-lasting, loyal fandom, I feel like that the Supernatural fandom is going to continue like that too. I really do. I think it's still going to, it's so strong and so tight-knit that I think it'll last for a long time.
You
It
okay,
get
John?
me emotional before I have to go to work. Guys.
Oh,
Goodness.
no.
I'm over here like,
I didn't know I'm making you verklempt. Sorry about that.
Okay. We got it.
No worries.
Okay.
Happier things.
Happy
I don't know if this is a happier
Are we
thing.
going to talk about Game of Thrones now? Because that's not going to be.
Well, let's get Game of Thrones out of the way, and then we'll do happier things. Oh my gosh, it's killing me.
Everything's so sad.
I know, it's so sad.
All right. Oh, and you have you seen what I did to myself to make Game of Thrones even worse? Yes,
No.
John, I immediately regret this attachment of my cats to Game of Thrones characters.
Oh, I did see that.
Each one of my cats has been paired with a Game of Thrones character and a shelter. So whichever cat ends up on the throne, their shelter will get a donation in honor of their reign. But now I'm like,
What if nobody ends up on the throne?
what if nobody ends up on the throne?
You got to donate to everybody.
I'm gonna have to update people. Like put a big X through Grayson if Tyrion dies.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so
oh my gosh.
It's terrible.
It is terrible.
Amelia is Daenerys. Which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
She's the mother of dragons.
Yes, she is.
So you're caught up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're 2 episodes in. Last week was just goodbye, right? Like,
what if you know what's the best about the episodes right now?
Spoilers if you're not. Jonna doesn't care. She's never seen Game of Thrones. We can say whatever we want. But I respect people.
I
who
met
are
some
not.
of the Game of Thrones people though at PopCon last year.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
I did. They were very nice.
Yeah.
That's all I got though.
So, and I don't, this isn't even a spoiler comment. It's just that you're seeing so many threads that have been pulled apart from season 1 tying back together.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fascinating because I started to go back and watch season 1 again. It's like, oh, this is what it was really about. Winterfell and,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah. It's like so back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And that little family and the
Yep.
little girls. And
Yep.
yeah.
It's just crazy, right?
You think those, that one shot with, the Starks together, like that I just thought they are setting us up that somehow this family is going to get torn apart in the middle of this.
Well, I mean, you know what I said to Ted after we were watching the episode? I was like,
Ted is Shelley's partner,
my business partner
in crime.
Yeah, for sure.
In Conquest Journals.
I was like, well, you know how George R. R. Martin is, and he hasn't read the books, and I've read them all. So,
no, I have not read the books.
And I just said, but this is further than the books.
Okay.
Which everybody who has read the books angrily knows that Martin, who should have been writing this most recent book, was distracted by the series and then wrote the prequel that's 300 years prior.
Oh, I know. Like, I know you need that book, but let me write this one.
I mean, I'm reading it, but I'm kind of angry the whole time I'm reading it. So, I said he just kills everybody. And I said, for me, I really don't have a theory because nobody is safe. You can't play on norms of, well, the heroes don't die or they come back, or you can't rely on any of that.
No.
Because he's brutal and, he could just wipe out the whole planet. I mean, you just don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of expect the worst.
I think that is, the brilliance of the show is that they're really... Everyone wants to talk about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing with a show. You want that kind of entertainment to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, all I feel like is at this point, those 2 episodes in, the first one, you get used to Game of Thrones, always the first episode of a season is kind of reset. Right. It's been so long, let's reset, nothing big happens.
Right.
But then the second episode, usually something big happens.
Right.
And this was, I mean, you were just like, okay, here we go. Nope.
Oh,
okay,
and Brienne, when she... Oh, can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, when Jamie knighted her, like I cried.
I know. I was like, that's her moment, and now she's going to go die next week.
Yeah, I think she is.
I think this weekend is going to be a slaughter on Game of Thrones.
I do too. I just don't even know.
Ugh.
I just don't even know. And then what Ted and I were talking about is what's going to be interesting is if they have the battle with all the White Walkers and the Army of the Dead. There are only 6 episodes this season.
Right.
So if they do that in the 3rd episode, then the last 3 episodes must be dealing with the Iron Throne and the Lannisters, Cersei and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, because there was nothing. I mean, that was all in Winterfell, the last the last episode. I mean, Cersei's off somewhere, really not very protected.
No.
Right?
Right. No.
I think that Arya is going to run off and scratch her off the list. She doesn't.
I would love that.
Because think about it, Arya has been alone. Like she's rarely aligned with anyone. There was the Mountain for a little bit, whatever. But
the Hound,
the Hound, yeah. She does her thing.
Yeah.
And she's made mention of that list.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cersei's up there at the top and she hasn't been able to get to her. So now everybody else is marching off to die.
That's a fantastic theory. I kind of like that.
I don't think she's joining the fight.
Wow.
I don't think she wants that weapon to join the fight. I think she wants that weapon, and when everybody's busy with this fight and nobody's protecting Cersei, that she's going to march off and take care of her.
And what if the Night King doesn't even go to Winterfell? What if he rides that dragon and goes on down to King's Landing?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, my. See, this is all this
so
stuff
many
can
theories.
Happen. We have no idea.
And did anybody else catch Bran saying, I'm not Bran Stark anymore?
Yes.
I'm something else now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a fan theory that he's the Night King somehow because of his time jumping. And I mean, there are a lot of things that happen in the books that do not happen in the series. For instance, Catelyn Stark.
Yes.
in the books, she is resurrected like John and like Lord Barrick, Dondarrion. Yes. And she becomes Lady Stoneheart or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and she's not even in the series anymore. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
And now I don't know how things are going to go down between John and Daenerys, but she is not pleased.
No.
At the news. She was a spoiled little brat when he said that.
Yeah.
She doesn't, because if they stayed together, you'd still be queen.
Yeah.
But no, she wants the power. That was a very telling moment.
Yeah, it was,
her.
Unfortunately.
And you're like, yeah, here we go. Well, that was nice for a minute.
Yeah. And John really didn't even want
he doesn't even want that. Right. He's not like, ha, guess what? I'm king.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it.
He's upset by it, but yeah, it's all weird.
I think she's about to do some things that aren't going to make us very happy.
No, me too.
Ugh. All right.
There we go. There's our Game of Thrones wrap up.
Can we talk about something happy
Let's talk about something happy.
Jeez, Jonna. Jonna plays games when she's not interested.
I was going to say, or is she over there watching the Great British Baking Show already?
She's already judging Swiss steak rolls.
That's right.
She's like, you're right, guys.
Flaky pastries, yeah.
Right.
Jonna, last night I finally finished Lucifer.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Now,
I've been done with Lucifer for like 6 months.
I was almost done with it, and I finally convinced Jonna. She was in that break where she'd finished a show, and she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, and I was like, Lucifer.
Yeah,
you're going to watch that pilot episode. You're going to wonder where it's been all your life. You're going to be so happy that you're watching Lucifer. So then she, finishes it way before me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been on the last 4 episodes for 3 months?
Yeah. And those last 4 episodes are amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just like and here's the thing. If you haven't seen Lucifer, I'm not falling asleep during these things because they're boring. I fall asleep when I'm comfortable in a fandom. That's why I watch Doctor Who over and over. I can go back and watch the 11th Hour over and over.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to make me happy. It will relax me.
Right.
I will go to sleep.
I can sleep through Supernatural too.
Right?
Yeah.
When I was in school, I would turn it on and be like, "Oh, let's take a nap."
Yeah, right. You have. I mean, does everybody have a show that you're like, I love this show so much because I can always fall asleep watching?
Great British Baking Show.
Yeah.
But also Supernatural. I even said one of the best things to do for everybody that weekend that they announced it was ending was to go back and watch your favorite funny episodes.
That's what we did.
Like
we
Scooby Natural, the first Trickster. The French Mistake, which is like my favorite one ever. That was season 6.
One.
That is so awesome. I love that. Yeah. Go watch the funny ones and it'll, salve for your soul.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Lucifer and how and how apparently you fall asleep because you're happy.
So, and it wasn't just me. Like my husband would do the same thing. So then we'd go back through the last episode and be like, "No, I haven't seen this yet. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that. I think I fell asleep somewhere right in here."
Let's just start it over.
And so then we'd start it over.
Yeah.
So we've been on the last 4 episodes for 3 months.
Oh my gosh!
And then it was, at times we were putting it aside. So I'm like, I don't even know where I fell asleep. Do you? I don't know. So then we watched something else. So finally last night, we got through the last episode. And I got to tell you, thank God that they're making more because that was garbage.
That cliffhanger was garbage.
That was garbage.
It was trash. I was so mad.
Oh, I know.
We were, so that, then we're awake because we're like, well, that's a bunch of crap right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's BS, man.
Wait a second.
Yep.
I've been spending months trying to stay awake and finish this show, and that's what you give me at the end?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I know they've already introduced in the previews and the teasers that Eve is going to be somehow incorporated into this.
Yes.
But are they just going to ignore that last episode? Why did they do that?
I don't know. I
think because they were like, oh, we're going to be canceled, so we can basically do whatever we want right now.
Yeah.
And then they probably didn't think they were going to get picked up by Netflix.
So now they have to
Netflix is saving everyone's life out
Netflix.
here. Thank you, Netflix.
Thankfully.
Thank you, Netflix.
So you guys have been mad for a long time about how Lucifer ended?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and like you, waiting to watch Infinity War, I am grateful that I kept falling asleep because now it's
May
May 8th. Like it's coming
So was
up.
that okay? My marketing and advertising girl heart exploded with joy
Oh, me too.
when they did that 666
66
hours.
Oh.
I was like, this is the most brilliant thing ever.
I think that was maybe a special thing for people who are in marketing because I did say that to a couple people that day and they were like, okay.
Who cares?
Oh my God.
Did you?
When you said that on Twitter, I was like, that is so awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is super
man.
cool. And then he even had like the 666 tattoo.
God, how hot
down
was
his
that trailer, guys?
Sexy little hip here.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
My
Oh yeah. And
gosh.
you know, actually, Creation is doing a Lucifer
I
convention.
was just going to ask you, when is Creation going to do a Lucifer convention?
I need to be there.
When is this happening?
It's in August.
Where is it?
It's in LA.
Okay.
Oh, I will
So
be
yep,
buying tickets.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh, that's awesome.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
going to be there?
I don't know.
What? Oh, you got to make some Lucifer stuff. I need a Lucifer journal.
Me too.
I'm not licensed for Lucifer yet.
Attention, people who license Lucifer.
Please license Shelley. Thank
We
you.
will buy your Lucifer journals if
Yes,
you
we
let
will.
Shelley make them. If you don't let Shelley make them, no thank you.
Very
Taking
true.
a stand.
That's right.
All right, well, that was nice, you guys. We
Yeah.
talked about something fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Jonna, do you have any updates for us on beards or
On beards?
facial hair?
I do not. I don't have
Okay.
any beard updates.
There are no beard updates.
I mean, Chris Evans doesn't have one in Endgame, and I'm very sad about
I'm
it.
very
Wait
happy
a
about it.
minute. There's a beard update.
Why?
Is there?
The boys, they have their hiatus. What do they call the hiatus
Oh, their hiatus
beards?
beards?
Yeah, the Winchester.
Yes,
I
the
love their hiatus
Winchester
beards.
supernatural hiatus beards.
I don't
They
love
have the
them.
scruff going on
They make
immediately.
me so happy.
Yeah,
See, Jonna really loves beards, and
I
I
do.
really don't.
I don't either.
Mm-mm.
I
But you
love
know
'em.
what? Anything on Jared and Jensen is okay with me.
You're so right. They could go bald and I'd be like, all right,
All
that's
right.
totally fine with
I'm
this.
digging that. That's
right.
100%.
Katie is not here, but she did say there's not a whole lot of like gaming news. Like she's still waiting for all the same things she'd been waiting on. But Shelley, you are a gamer in the sense of board games, right? You
Yes.
love board games.
I do love board games.
Is there anything you're playing right now that you would recommend? It's time for Shelley's board game update.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have anything.
What was the
I have been working so much and so busy. I haven't played any games
Okay.
recently. Yeah.
That's okay. Now it's time for KJ's board game update. I was in Good Games yesterday in downtown Indy. Have you been in there?
No.
Oh my God, I haven't either. And then
Until yesterday.
yesterday,
Until yesterday?
I walked in and I immediately said, "Why have I not been in here before?" It's been downtown for over 2 years. So this is it's a gaming place that's big in Australia,
Okay.
and they're like starting to move into the U.S. And I asked the guy. It happened. One of the actual Australians that started this thing happened to be in the store when I walked in.
Wow.
And I
That's
said,
so cool.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, we have 2 locations. And I was like, why Indianapolis? He said, well, the place that we were supposed to be in Chicago fell through. So,
So we came to Indy. You know.
but now he said it's one of his favorite stores of all the stores they have. He's like, it's one of the best stores we have. It's one of my favorites.
Oh.
So
Go Indianapolis.
you walk in
That's right.
and they have every game. They've got Magic, Final Fantasy. They have a Game of Thrones game that I almost got. But instead, I got the Imploding Kittens, which is the expansion pack for
Exploding
Kittens.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And then there's this game we can play. Maybe next time we'll do a game night.
Okay.
It's called Space Team,
Mhm.
and it's a collaborative game, and it doesn't take very long. But you have basically the way I understand it. And if you've played it, don't be mad at me if I'm explaining it wrong. But you have like 5 minutes to get your spaceship together. Everyone's gonna die. So you all have cards, but they all look different. And you're trying to build the spaceship together, but you have to explain what your cards look like, and they don't look like anything, right? So you're all just like yelling at each other, like I got this, and you're trying
that's
to.
fun. That's fun.
Yeah, Tiffany, the girl at the store that I was talking to, I said, "Give me the game that is your favorite game right now, like the best game out there. And she said Space Team.
That is so cool.
So there you go. There's a board game update.
And I think also I need to have you guys over to play. I do have that Buffy game.
Yes, we have not played the Buffy game.
You and I bought together at Gen Con.
Ooh.
And
Jonna, ditch Dawson's Creek and start watching Buffy.
Oh my gosh,
so
yes. And then you can come and play the Buffy game. And then there's also, I also have a Harry Potter it's a deck building game, but it's super cool and pretty easy.
Fun.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got some games to play.
All right. Jonna watched Harry Potter.
Jonna?
The first movie. She's never read the books, even though she loves reading books. And I have the books in her room when she stays here, like sitting next to the bed so she can read them. And
I don't know. Well, I wasn't allowed to watch/read Harry Potter when I was a kid because witchcraft or whatever. And
because witchcraft.
Yeah. No, literally like that. My mom was like, no, you can't watch that because it's witchcraft. And I was like, okay, I don't honestly care. Okay. And then by the time I got old enough to actually care about it, I did not. I was already so far behind. I was already like 8 books behind and like 7 movies behind. So I was like, this is too much. I can't do it.
Okay.
You can do it. You can and you should.
Shelley,
I'm just saying.
Hang on. I have a this or that for you, Shelley. Time for this or that with Shelley.
Ooh,
yeah. Should she watch Buffy?
I know what you're going to ask me. This
first,
is horrible.
Or should she watch and read the Harry Potter books and movies first? Which fandom are you
That is like
choose?
asking which child is my favorite child.
Yeah, that's why I'm the host, so I don't have to answer these questions.
Okay.
You got to pick one.
Read Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
Read Harry. That says a lot right there.
That does.
Read Harry Potter because I don't think she's going to stop watching Dawson's Creek.
Buffy Funko Pop right now. You look her in the eyes. You tell her you're sorry.
Read Harry Potter.
Or tell her to read Harry Potter. I did. Buffy would probably like Harry Potter.
She wouldn't read. She's,
right.
she was like,
busy.
Yeah, she's busy. She was
she's saving the world.
Yeah,
man.
well, and she was like,
she's the chosen one.
She was not a super studious young woman anyway. She was like, it was weird that she
Willow would like the books.
Willow.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Giles would like the books. You look him in the eye. He's a librarian.
I'm sending her to the library, so you agree. See, I'm saying, yeah.
All right, Jonna, you got your mission.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a mission.
Yeah.
We've been doing this podcast for how long, and how long did it take you to get me to watch the first movie?
Okay.
I'm just
well,
saying.
Now, Shelley has spoken, and she matters more than I do.
I honestly just don't watch the movies and read the books just because of the way you guys act when I tell you that I haven't done any of those things.
She's being rebellious.
Yeah.
But it'd be more rebellious to read the books that you weren't supposed to read when you were a kid.
Maybe I'll read them and then not tell you guys that I read them.
You
and
should.
then just be, then you guys can be so surprised by all my knowledge.
We'll think you just Googled everything.
Exactly.
That's funny.
I definitely think that, so you're going to stay overnight tomorrow night, right after Endgame?
Yes, I will not be able to drive home afterwards. I already know.
Not because she's drunk, but because she's crying.
Yeah.
Like, that sounded bad.
I'm going
to be so drunk after Endgame.
That's like a 30-minute drive home in the dark with me crying. And I don't know.
But I think that you should, because Jonna refers to me as her other mom.
She is.
I think that you should take a picture with the Harry Potter books in your bed at my house and send it to your mom and be like, look what my other mom lets me do.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't. That would be funny, but my mom doesn't care now. She's like,
I did the best I could for you. There's
my younger sister and my older brother. They've all like, we want to go to like Wizard World and Disneyland and all that stuff. Like they've seen all the movies and stuff.
Okay, all right.
I was like, you should watch it.
All right,
it's okay.
All right.
So
Well,
unfair.
Now I feel certain that the next time that we talk to you on this podcast, it will be post Endgame, if we can talk. If there's like a break, like you're like, hey, we're supposed to have an episode every Friday, and you don't have one next week. It's because we can't talk about it.
Or there might just be like a lot of weeping.
Yeah, just
that's the microphones.
And then
30 minutes of us crying. Yep, that's exactly what.
Please subscribe.
Oh my God.
We're on YouTube now. You can find us on YouTube. Okay, so
crying on YouTube.
Oh, live YouTube. The next one.
Yes. Live YouTube. Do it.
We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Stitcher. We are on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
we are at kindandnerdygirls.com. And we love when you say nice things about us.
Yes.
So do that. And in between episodes, keep up with us by following us on Twitter and Instagram at Kinda Nerdy Girls. This episode has been produced by producer Jonna.
Out here. That's right.
Guest starring Shelley from Conquest Journals.
Thank you.
And me.